go. It's gonna give you a little time, and when you see yourself, that's when you start. Okay. So that way we could get like proper recordings of you guys that you guys could repost later for your content creator lifestyle. We're trying to help you, all for $10. You feel me? You get all for $10. You get a whole. Oh, because of the audio. Alrighty then. Hello. Welcome everyone to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe open mic at Loisaida Center. Make some noise for yourselves for making it. Yes, we are back. We are back in effect. You know, it's good to be here with the Loisaida Center again, providing this for you guys and you guys coming out here for us as well, because we love to hear your art. So before we begin, let me tell you some of the house rules. This is being live streamed, okay? So if you need it, it can be on YouTube. And it will be on YouTube later, so just let us know what you need, and we'll get in contact with you when it's ready, okay? There are 2 exits. You're going to have your exit to your right, my left. That's our main exit, and our emergency exit is on your right, my left. If you need the restroom, just go out the main exit, wrap around the corner, and we have the men's and women's restroom right over there. Please put your devices on silent. You know, we're trying to be respectful of each other, you know what I'm saying? Again, there's no nudity, no fire, no slander. Politics, we don't get into politics, but you guys technically can, you know, do what you want respectfully on this stage, okay? So about this open mic, it's going to be raffle styled. So meaning I'm going to pull a number out. Everyone is assigned a number, and that is going to determine our order. Is that cool with you, artists? Yes. All right. So as you're performing, you're going to get 5 minutes to go on the mic. And that 5 minutes, like I said, once you step up here, you're going to get a cue on the screen. It's going to queue up, and you don't start until you see yourself on the screen, okay? It's just for like a seamless kind of thing for us, and we're going to cut to break, and it's going to cut right on. Then you can introduce yourselves, get straight to your act, and then, you know, let us know more about you. Does that sound good? Yeah. All right, okay. So I think I explained all of the rules. Yes, I did. Yes, I am reading from my phone to get it right. Hello, welcome. Before we start this night, I used to have a ritual when we used to have the Nuyorican space, physical space, you know, its original home. And basically, like, you know, it took so much energy and effort and people, you know, to build that space, people who are no longer here. So, you know, to pay homage to the spirits, we always kind of like rose our spirits as high as we could. You know what I'm saying? So our ritual at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe that I want to bring back over here as we start again. Okay, I got the first number. So when I say Nuyorican Poets Cafe, make some noise. Everyone basically cheers as much as they can. I know it's a small room, so maybe we could contain it, but still be robust as well. And that's just to like welcome the spirits, you know, welcome our ancestors, because they built this place for us to be sitting here doing this, you know what I mean? And it's not easy now, and it wasn't as easy back then either to create spaces like this. So, you know, they put in the blood, sweat, and tears, and here we are. And that's how we pay homage to them for how we start. Like, that makes sense, right? All right, so without further ado, let's get this night on the road. Nuyorican Poets Cafe, Loisaida Center, make some noise. Yes. Perfect. All right, so when I say on deck, that means you're coming up next. If you have a track, please send it to virtual@loisaida.org. I'll be to the side if you need me to spell it for you, but on deck, we are going to have Robert Price first up. Everyone, put your hands together. Make some noise. He's a super OG. Put your hands together for Paul Skiff making his way to the stage to start off the night right.
Yes, I'm seeing myself on the screen. Oh, it's fun. There's a delay. Oh. I'll do a short thing and something about 3 minutes long. I'm delighted to be here with all of you. Puede tu ser descansando. Puedes tú ser descansando en paz con sueños cual traerte la persona tú eres en pureza. Puede tú ser descansando en paz con sueños cual traerte la persona tú eres en pureza. Enteramente en vivo, todo de ti, oyendo la voz del universo cual es parte de ti, cuyas voces aquí ahora mismo con cada de nuestros entendimientos adentro el parte tuya cual no es física. May you be resting in peace with dreams that bring you the person you are in purity, alive entirely, all of you, listening to the voice of the universe that is part of you, whose voice is here right now with each of our understandings, in the part of you that is not physical, in the part of you that is not physical, the part of you you use to touch my heart, the part of you that is not physical. The next one is, thank you. What if our dreams themselves have dreams, so you could wake up somewhere and be in a vision place 2 dreams away from the morning? Could anger have its own anger, so you would be a witness caught in an argument between an irritation and annoyance, but only feel a voyeuristic, distant madness? Would that be a shout duet clash with a backstory made of a double aggravation echo? Might there be love felt by love for another person's love loving? Would that be a love chase through a love tangle? How would a happiness felt by happy feel? Would it be like hearing a bird sing in the distance, or like an ear tickle felt in the pelvis? Is it possible for ambition to be ambitious about reaching a goal higher than itself that could make effort a miracle of need, so wanting stands alone among emptiness in identity's starting place? Could curiosity be a whim? Curious sails on the atmosphere, needing to know transforms when it rises in careful, to be inquisitive about the abstruse, surrounding us as everything we cannot touch with precisely accurate experience, exciting as a void, strangely empty, needed to replace what is between us and the unrevealed, so who knows is now more than the place where an answer is? What would happen if a question got questioned before questioning? Would possessing an answer fall out the back door on needing to know and end up with nothing but being lost in a confusion alley, curious where what was going to be asked forgot why is lack of knowledge, provoked initiative to overcome itself, had intended to seek as a way to better understand? Could a not having anything to do with anything be a relative of nothing, but not be realized? When an important issue is preoccupied by an important issue, that takes away its gravity, so weightlessness makes relevance float like laughter as a relief we cannot do anything about. Is the value of concern dizzied or sharpened in frustration that simply caring is not enough? When there is an answer to the answer, what happens with being correct? Does it need to choose between two rights and make a wrong the byproduct of not being so sure? The danger to danger, that is a danger, dangerizes dangerous. So you had better pay attention to all the consequences in between risky and harmful before your pain is owned by injury as a hazard of the gap that creates a relationship organized by what if and the worst. Our poems, so after all this, are poems like a big bang for paradox, where they get scorched into non-things that sneak into themselves, just like you sneak into yourself when you think or dream or feel? You tell me. You tell me, hey. You know better than I do what hides you inside your silence. Thank you.
Yes. Welcome back. Okay. So keeping it in motion. Let's find out who we got next. Paul said y'all gonna have to find him when he come back on stage, because we're probably gonna double it up. If you don't know, when we double it up, it's basically like we just run the list again. You know, so if you have a second poem, this is the part where I tell you to prepare it, just in case. So on deck, we're going to have Ashley Michelle C. I said that right? Yeah. All right, cool. But before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Robert Price making his way to the stage.
Wander inside myself. Hi, my name is Robert Price. I'd like to tell you to go to theratnyc.com. Why? What's happening at the Rat NYC? They're putting on my Shakespearean adaptation of Scream the movie on the 18th at 9 p.m. It's in Dumbo. It's off of the York stop on the F, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Like a whole bunch of people reading it, not just me, you know. But I'm going to read something else right now. I can breathe easy now, the vape is gone. None of that phlegm is building up in my ears. Oh, here comes some food that I am hungry for. It's gonna be a nice life of 89 years. I think I can rise up from the couch I'm on. All of my sad feelings will still be here. But I wasn't born to sulk and stay indoors. It's gonna be bright, but not too bright. I can see clear. The bridge. Smell all around, nothing to sneeze at. Huffing up the town, sniff all about. I wanna eat that yum. You know, it goes through that part, and then it goes, I can sing easy now, the vapes are gone. They can be difficult to throw away. Ooh, but now I don't have the fear of missing out. I'm gonna be alive till I die at 108. We're gonna do the bridge again. Just make a sound, sinuses vibrate. Singing like a clown, muppet your mouth, remember to hydrate. You can sleep easy when the day is done. Knowing you inhale life into your core. Oh, I am so glad that you can say you're done. Feeling mean, nicotine, what is it for? Nicotine is obscene, no grandma no more. You have dreams, nicotine will just make you bored. It'll be nice to die at 104. Thank you, thank you. If you'd like to hear me improvise Shakespeare, I'll be doing that at the People's Improv Theater at 6 p.m. on Friday. And the Rat NYC is what I said before. And I hope you go to theratnyc.com. Thank you. Yeah.
Is that like professionally recorded somewhere? Okay. You gotta professionally record that. Like, I need that as a ringtone. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, so on deck we're going to have Sheila June. I said that right? Okay, perfectly. On deck is Sheila June. But before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Ashley Michelle C. making her way to the stage.
All right, this is my first time here. Oh. My first time here and my first time speaking on a microphone, saying my poetry. And I got a divorce, and I came from Texas all the way to here to tell this poem. This poem's called Divorce Slut. We fucked like country teenagers in the hay. Fingers touch. 2, 3, 4. Permission granted. Hometown smut, homegrown slut, a gentle touch, rhythmic breath, an anchor amidst the white-capped waves where I caught 72 whitefish off the surface in the blink of an eye. We fucked as adults who remember how to play, and that 2 fingers in places forbidden can be glory. By God and Jesus himself, if the ladies back home knew just how it was you made me come, they'd pray for me and touch themselves in the darkness of night beside their husbands who had heard of the so-called clitoris but got lost and gave up. You have to ask for what you want, said the wise man standing 1 foot away from my aging bosom. An uncomplicated bit of advice to ease, shuffle, slide back into pleasure. Crazy arms like sawdust on a dance floor. You said, face down, ass up, in the air. Would you mind pulling my hair, choking a bit? And just for fun, just for lust's sake, and because death is so similar, I hope. When I die and go to heaven, or Texas, the devil himself will make a trip just to say, you are a good woman, but a very bad girl. Heaven, get this bitch a cheeseburger and an ice cream swirl. A matter of fact held me close. I said I wanted pleasure, eyes raised to see yours, how they didn't blink when you said, if it's sex you want, I can give you that. Our bodies pressed slowly, breathing slowly. The rise and fall, anticipation, fear, how do you even begin to kiss? Open to interpretation. An open relationship to carry me to the places I longed for when I stared out that window, the cypress blowing the winds, Of Jalisco, the cornfields barren, dust in eyes close them. Where seeds are planted, pumped with fuel to manipulate nature to be just so. What is it about that assurance, that dominance that humans so desire? I want to submit to this dark, handsome stranger. Fear of falling, things fall down, fall apart. I fall to pieces each time I think about how I haven't fallen to pieces since I opened the door and left because it's right to follow your gut. There is a man who has cried for me that loved me, who has put his head on his mother's lap and wept. When the curtains were drawn and I wasn't that woman in your imaginary life, built on pills and poetry and images on film, or horses and ranches where men do the talking, or warehouses of academic lit in that cold metal desk, or mathematical equations to find the tensile strength you lacked. What remained of the past has been packed away. Smoke-filled bars, drunken laughter, tears and promises, memories I can't forget, but one day I may. Fall to pieces into the songs we sang. I fall to bits and pieces you mold with your hands, wise in practice, maneuvers dreamt by the devil himself. Thank God I gave up religion when I was 7. And I'm alone. Happy as I was, a girl sitting in the arched boughs, I imagined my freedom in a cherry-stamped gown. One day, in the future, when I could stop being a child. Look at me now, Mom. I'm a real woman. A divorced slut, self-aware. I use my words to make poems about how I use my words for good love. Moving our hands in the rhythms of pleasure, bent over, turned sideways, straddling pinned knees to ears, wrist and hands, devouring flesh like it was the last fish fry on earth. That was nice, the time you gave me head and listened. Carving space to fill the carnal voids. Lip smack, chicharron crack, finger fuck. Want a nut? Thank you. Oh, I'm on Instagram. I am scum.poet. Scum-poet. Scum.poet.
All right, we're getting the hang of it. Congratulations. All right, keeping it in motion. Okay, it's Chills here. On deck we got Chills. No. Next. All right, on deck we're going to have Kazi. On deck we are going to have Kazi. But before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Sheila June making her way to the stage. Remember when you see yourself?
Yeah. Should I lower this? I feel tall. Am I allowed to lower this? Hi, guys. No, yeah, I'll be right here. Okay. My life, precarious at best. I'm finding that my shoulders are starting to sag. I try to push them back as much as I can, but the magnetic core of this earth always has a way of pulling them back down. And my kneecaps, well, they're just for show. They can't actually carry the weight of being this alive. I've got bruises under my eyes and battle scars around my teeth from every bark that's turned bite. Not because I wanted it to, but because that was the only way to survive. I've recently discovered that I'm an auditory learner, which is to say, words affect me. I guess that's why I've held on to every syllable from now. Since the 7th grade, when Dominique said blue wasn't my color, I avoided it like the plague. I hid inside on cloudless days just in case she was right. And the reflection of the sky on my skin made me a brighter shade of too much to handle. I'm still angry at my father for saying he never wanted an insolent daughter. All I heard was daughter, but insolent is what he got, which is to say what he made me. I don't belong here. Everything I've ever longed for has been to escape this current form, which is to say, in the next life, I hope I am a bird, soaring above the rock cliffs of Ha Long Bay. I might peek my head out of the trees eventually, to watch the humans on their big ships with fancy names, just long enough to see what I'm missing. which is to say I'd probably never be satisfied in any body. I know what I want to say, I just don't know how to say it. This feeling, I assume, is only common among students learning a language other than their mother tongue, but I feel it daily. The chase for belonging is a desperate one. I'm constantly kicking myself for what? I'm still unsure. My self-control is limited, which is to say my self-betrayal is endless. How can one betray a body they don't really belong to? Perhaps that is the betrayal itself. The knots in my stomach twist and turn with the realization that I am my own worst enemy. Foaming at the mouth with the crooked smile of I love you, which is to say I hate you, which is to say I hate myself. This, because I always forget it is my first time being alive. I want to want this body, this existence, to wrap her in blue, even if it washes out the sky, because is that really so terrible? We are all teetering on the precipice of undecided joy anyway. Might as well choose it. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, I finally did it. I am building my poetry Instagram, so it's Sheila June Poetry, so you can follow me there. It was really, my phone was out of storage and I needed somewhere to put the videos, so that's there. Thank you guys.
All right, perfect. Let's keep it in motion, find out who we got on deck. Okay. So on deck, we're going to have Jimmy Conway. On deck, we're going to have Jimmy Conway. But before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Kazi making his way to the stage.
How are you guys doing tonight? I'm Cassie. I'm an Honduran reggaeton and trap artist, so I hope you guys are ready to bob your head and move your hips. I'm gonna need your help for this song. So when I point to you, I just need you to say hey. So let me do like a test. Las líneas entre ustedes y yo no crucen, no crucen. Hey. Si tengo lo que nunca será suyo, no juzguen, no juzguen. Hey. A los problemas le hago doble nudo, no losers, no losers. Hey. Me dicen Floyd Mayweather Jr., no losing, no losing. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. No losing, no losing. Yeah, I think we're ready. Las líneas entre ustedes y yo no crucen, no crucen. Hey. Si tengo lo que nunca será suyo, no juzguen, no juzguen. Hey. A los problemas le hago doble nudo, no losing, no losing. Hey. Me dicen Floyd Mayweather Jr., no losing, no losing. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. No losing, no losing. Del Bali soy directamente. Si buscan el éxito pues tengo la patente. Yo sigo siendo el rey, como digo Chente. Y el trono es cualquier silla hasta que yo me siente. Mira, te explico si no entiendes. DC puede ser el campeón, pero el gore es John Jones. Curry le mete sazón, pero cocina LeBron. Messi con el balón, la cabra el más cabrón. Papi, porfa, reacciona. A mí nada me impresiona, siempre goleo de Rabona. Primero sube el precio en la Arizona, antes que tu cara deje de tocar la lona. Las líneas entre ustedes y yo no crucen, no crucen. Hey. Si tengo lo que nunca será suyo, no juzguen, no juzguen. Hey. A los problemas le hago doble nudo, no losing, no losing. Hey. Me dicen Floyd Mayweather Jr., no losing, no losing. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. Como Floyd, como Floyd. Hey. No losing, no losing. Amigos de Benji de Ramón Rosa, te zurraste porque tu poncha a mí no me rosa. Está nerviosa, tu marido y mar un barbidosa. Aguanto en tu cara y tu mirada está borrosa. Y te apago fuerte luminosa. Esto fue una verga amistosa, lo hice pa' que se eduque y no cuque. Sin tener los pelos, un palo de peluque. La línea es entre ustedes y yo, don't cross. Más es que putas te pasa a vos. Soy el final del juego, yo soy el boss. Por si no entendés, del pollo chuco la sauce. La línea es entre ustedes y yo, no crucen, no crucen. Directamente from the valley, you know, or you don't know.
Thank you very much. I'll be presenting myself opening for The Mouth by My Tastic on October 19 on the Triad Theater. You can find all the information in my Instagram. If you guys want to come, you're more than welcome. Thank you.
Nice. All right. Thank you. I know tomorrow, all of us might have a moment where then we're gonna be in the shower like, hey, and we'll be like, oh fuck. All right, so on deck we're going to have Patrick O. I said that right? Perfect. I said that right. It was cracking. I said that right. Nah. Okay, but before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Jimmy Conway making his way to the stage.
Love the hair, dude. Dang, looking good. Oh, hell yeah, it's working. I go by Jimmy Conway. That's the character that Bobby De Niro plays in Goodfellas. And I'm fighting a class war. So are you. And if they ain't with us, they against us. I've got a couple poems. Too many that look like me were raised like them. You know, the ones on the other side of the tracks, the ones merely tolerated for checking all of their boxes, for filling out all of their fucking forms, for standing at attention in all of their lines, for speaking only the official language. Code switch. Y sin acento, y sin barreras, y sin embargo, they bitch the loudest. The ones who've deserted good company. The ones who've renounced their faith in writing, in blood, in dignity, and yet shed not a tear, immune to the pain of everything lost. Their culture? Gangrenous. Their ancestors ask them, writhing. But now, their overseers have no more excuses. They must be polite and smile and wave, and occasionally, if you play your cards just right, invite. Remember, it's only polite. But now, they're on the inside track. They have the inside scoop. Waffle cone, of course, to keep me from playing their little game. It's called pretend. To keep me from standing in all of their lines. You see, they think I was raised like them. Well, fuck them. Right in their ears. Amen and amen. Poem. Willie Nelson concert. Cash free. Outlaw festival. Must show ID. How dare a cowboy ride his steed, a thoroughbred Harley motherfucking Davidson, steeped in the devil's colors, without a helmet. Safety first, freedom last. Yes, I know, but you see, Overseer Officer Massa, The way I understood NYC, the rules were only for the suckers. And now you're trying to tell me that all the suckers have since moved to NYC, dragging their uncalloused feet, single file, all 3,000 some odd miles, the ones who say when they see something. Snitch! It's not all their fault. They've only ever colored inside the lines, convinced that the bars on the windows of their cells are for health and safety. Extra, extra, born a seedy city, Gotham's now a Puritan town, and it's damn hard being the last cowboy in this bitch. Willie Nelson concert, cash free, outlaw festival, must show ID. Thank God I live in Queens. Boom. That's why it's a law, Murphy's. Is he the same as the pull-down bed guy, or are they just related? On one knee, he proposed. If the shit can hit the fan, the shit will hit the fan. Had it voted on, passed by both houses of Congress and everything. 'Twas the last time we agreed on anything. But why was he so fucking negative? Or was he just experienced? I hope it was love that made him so cynical. Poem. Thank you guys. Woo. It's been too long, man. Thank you so much for keeping this going. I go by Jimmy Conway. Watered Roots on Instagram with an underscore if you care. Weed is how I purchased my freedom. So if you want to continue to enable that, I appreciate you.
Is it me or like did it even smell like weed like as he was like talking about it? Am I bugging? Am I the only one? Like I was like, how'd he do that? So on deck we have Luciana Fisher. I said that right? Sorry guys, I know these are easy names. I'm just asking because they call me the butcher because I like usually like murder names, so I like have to confirm. It's just the trauma. I gotta check, you know? All right, so without further ado, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Patrick O, making his way to the stage. All right, Patrick, just wait till you see your face.
Yo, what's Gucci? How's everybody doing? All right. This piece is called The Socratic Method, and if time permits, I'll go into another. Use the Socratic method on your opponent. Said use the Socratic method on your opponent. Use the Socratic method on your opponent. Use the Socratic method on your opponent. To think is to question. I said to think is to question. So here's a suggestion. Question things when you want to change the direction. Because when you question things, then you'll rearrange the direction. When you're in an argument, here's how you win. Never play the game your opponent begins. Be like an investigator, interviewer, or interrogator. A question is the best offensive weapon because it slows the game up. Ask, how do you know that? Where did you find this? Why did you pick which? What is your best trap? Yo, I heard you fucking shorty. Where did you hear that? Yo, I hate this motherfucker. Why you let him stress you, man? Learn to leverage the nature of thought to discover your assumptions and change them, of course. It's called the Socratic method, and that's the tool I hold to educate my friends while I fool my foes. Use the Socratic method on your opponent. Said use the Socratic method on your opponent. Use the Socratic method on your opponent. Use the use the Socratic method on your opponent. All right. This one is called Dream Chasers. Dream Chasers. When you lower your standards, does that make you whack? Because when you lower your standards, can you raise them back? Or get stuck in that place you're complacent at, in a stasis where you'll remain encased and trapped? Forget about who you date, where your relation's at. What about your true dreams? Are you chasing that? We each wish to dictate our life's pace, yet lack the patience to dictate how we behave and act. You could have a corporate gig that pays in stacks, yet be chained to your offices and can't escape from that. Idly sitting at a desk might sprain your back. Glued to a screen, will your health remain intact? Even when you bonus big, peep how they take the tax. That's how the game is arranged. How insane is that? That our dreams get lost because they cost dedication, and that we're all settling like costly litigation. Dream chasers no longer exist. We set goals, not based on inner callings and gifts, but for status and compensation. How awkward is this? I want to be a dream chaser. Said I want to be a dream chaser, but it's like they no longer exist. It's like our souls are locked off in a foreign abyss. On timeout or detention, how awkward is this? I want to be a dream chaser. Now I ask you, are you a dream chaser, or do they no longer exist? I go by Patrick, and you can find me at conservative_rap, conservative_rap. Thank you.
So I gotta prep, cause you know, but I appreciate it. Don't beat me up though. You heard security? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to get hurt out here. Does the New York have insurance? Am I covered? If been here like 6 years. Just thought about it. Wow. Wow. I hope we do. Nothing has happened, but just in case. Okay, so on deck, we're going to have Chills on deck. He's going to be coming up next. But before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Luciana Fisher making her way to the stage.
Thank you. If time is okay, I'll be able to do two. We'll see. Hi. I no longer wear makeup, nor on my chin, cheeks, nose, or on my lips. No, I do not use makeup. You can touch. I am as raw, as bare as one can witness or dare to stare. Nor do I mince my words either, which, like my poor handwriting, I no longer feel shame in sharing. No makeup. I am uneven. There's no contouring in these raw wrinkles of mine that, although still feel, are no less real than the more than few sprinkles of the pancake powder I used to put on my face to hide the age or the rage, for having to put on my best face, for having the pressing need to impress, because the foundation of my base was shaking, making the connection between my mind and heart hazy. Can you feel me? No, I no longer wear makeup. Sorry. Because I no longer need a mask to cover that I am a mess. And because I couldn't care less if you come to love me or like me any more or any less. I do it for myself, to remove me from the shelf and break free from my shell. No, I do not do makeup. I choose to stand here naked, wearing no makeup, not on my face, not on my soul, not through my pen, which I use willingly to break free from all the pain, ready to share and accept all that I am and remain unrefined and unfiltered, unafraid to soak up the rain, because I no longer carry any shame. And yet I am the same. But no, I no longer wear makeup because I no longer need to make up who I am. I write with an urgency unknown to men. Insignificant as I am, I write for every woman, man, and child unable to carry a pen, with the sole purpose of righting all the wrongs that left them without a chance to leaving ink a mark of their own. With hope, I write to inspire, taking pleasure in every consonant and vowel, binding one to the next in the marriage-forming sounds, a pleasure they have not known. To define time, I will leave behind in ink a mark of my own, a protest, a manifesto of a kind. Give every woman, man, and child a pen, I demand, and let them think and write a story of their own. Let none go unknown. I write with urgency, good or bad, I write with urgency, letting fleets of words meet with complete notion that time is limited. So when I go, I leave behind in ink, not a life, but a collection of thoughts worth being known. Give every woman, man, and child a pen, I demand. Let them write a poem of their own. And God, please, let no writing go unknown.
LB Fisher at Instagram. Sorry, I'm learning this too. Like, this is. Hello. Hello. Here I am. I got my charger out and everything. Sorry, guys. If you don't know, now you know my phone is dying. So right now, I know he's getting his track together. So I want to ask Lucy Thorne, do you need music? No? Are you prepared? He's figuring out his music right now. But if you're, yeah, all right. So on deck, we're gonna have chills. Everyone put your hands together, make some noise for Lucy Thorne, making her way to the stage. She just walked into. Here now. So just wait till see your face.
Okay. Hi everybody. I just landed in New York. I came from London and I got here like a couple of hours ago. So I just came in the door like 2 seconds ago and I was like, oh, I want to go to this thing. Maybe I can still perform. I don't know. We'll see. Just literally, yeah, living on the edge here. And it's my birthday today as well. So it's, yeah, just thought I'd share that with you all. Yeah, I'm going to start off with more of a fun one. This poem is called Snap. And it's kind of about how much I hate small talk. So I'm just going to read it to you now. You think we're playing Snap. Oh, I've been there too. I also wear the color blue, you cry, while subtlety and nuance shiver and die. We're not children anymore. Those worn-out cards don't make intelligent connections, and they're a bore. And yes, I've heard it a million times before. You shuffle the familiar questions, desperation in your eyes, dancing that awkward English dance that I despise. How do you know the host? Did you go to that school? Triviality is Snap's cardinal rule. Playing a different game won't kill you. I'm doing it already, giving you half answers, random pauses to keep you on your toes, unsteady. Maybe if you tip over the edge, you'll dance towards language that is fresh. Oh, I know you want this to be easy, but life isn't, believe me. Try poker instead, because I'm already guessing at the strategies in your mind a few steps ahead. I'm reading your reactions, and then it gets interesting. Can you keep that poker face, or are you going to let me in, and then I win? Or a world-building game. This move doesn't have one tidy outcome. Oh, what a shame. Let the conversation spiral off, new combinations of words. You might be surprised by how much you like the absurd. So no, I won't play Snap with you. Real connection takes work, and you have to do it too. Thanks. Cool. This one's slightly more serious. This poem is called Shadows. I see it before I feel it. The vast blue stretching across the rocky side of the cavern. Through. That's all good. Velvet feathers rippling across the rock. I'm sweating from the desert sun, and the shadow offers relief my swirling mind forgot. They're circling my head, those shadow vultures, all those pesky almosts and grey memories of junctures. So I run to the rock on the other side, knowing the shadow of that wing gives me space to abide. Sure enough, the grey vultures disappear, swallowed up by blue protection, which blurs the grey lines of fear. And even though this valley is named after the most terrible valley of all, the stretch of these wings engulfs and vanquishes it beyond recall. Okay, I've got one more and then I'm out. Okay. So this one, thank you so much for being so attentive and listening, it's great. This one is called Desert Circles. Cool, so I've seen that rock before. Familiar grit of sand against my skin. Thirsty question scratching at my throat. Am I wandering? My bones feel weary, matching the motion of my mind, circling the itching questions I'm trying to leave behind. Where are you now? The rocks send my cries back, echoing. Where are you now? And yet, like dew on the ground, I wake up to enough every morning. Through the frustration, I hear that the loops I'm treading with my feet are beating a rhythm on the rock, etching a new pattern of belief. So I'll keep wrestling. Following is my quest. And with every step, I'll cry out, let me enter your rest. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Listen. Don't forget to let us know where to find you, you know? Like, we want to support you, you know? And that's the whole game, you know? We're all... It's okay. We support the art stuff till you post the poetry stuff, you know? It's like conversion, you know? I'm working in corporate too much. When I use certain words, I just get trauma. See, look, I'm stuck. Where was I even? Okay, so yeah. On deck, we're going to have La Bruja. She's in the building. Yes. But before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Chills, making his way to the stage. Chills, just wait till you see yourself, and then you can start.
I can't even talk to y'all.
Control, hold on, wait, did we talk control? Control, we gotta swap out, I think it's your music file.
Control?
Technical difficulties.
Oh, it's technical difficulty. It's my fault, y'all. It's not theirs.
No, it's okay. Let me see.
First off, shout out to Lucy Thorne Joel. I just follow her. She got some dope art right here. Good.
All right, chill. So, like, we're gonna have Bruja come up while they try to sort out your music.
Do your thing.
You know, listen, this is what the Nuyorican's about. All right. So we're gonna have Bruja come up. She's just preparing herself. So I'm gonna, run some filler lines. I believe that this Sunday there's going to be a Hispanic Heritage Festival here. Correct? No, it's not here. In the Dry Dock Park. Yep, okay. So 10th Street, Avenue D, Dry Dock Park, Sunday, October 13th, 12 to 5 p.m. For those laughing at me because they saw me pull out the pamphlet, good job. So Bruja is ready. We got Chills on deck. And then after that, we're going to do a, quick rotation of the list again. Everyone's going to get 3 minutes. It's going to be a brief one. So just prepare a poem. You might go, you might not go. It's just to get everyone as much as we can on for that last 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So be ready, be prepared. And without further ado, make some noise for La Bruja making her way to the stage.
Hello, everybody. Super cool to be here. Thank you, Loisaida Center, for having the Nuyorican Poets Cafe in the building. You know, thank you, Chris, Paul, Promise, Alejandro. Mira, Pepe Flores, our leader, mentor, pillar of the Lower East Side, La Sala de Pepe. He just gifted me. You know, you come here, you get gifts. Isn't this amazing? Muchas gracias. Qué bello. Gracias. Yeah, I feel like I won an Oscar. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is all unscripted, even though I have a script here. For those of you that smelled marijuana, it's just this plant right here. You know, keeping it funky, right? Organic. I wanted to shout out Solpreme, our host. He is our senior host. He's our longest standing host with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe to date. It would have been me, except I became executive director of the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. And we would share the Monday nights for years and years and years before there was cameras, before there was anything like that. When it was just the people in the room, and whatever you performed, it would just go into the ether and no one else would see it. You know, like we was from those days, and we're just so grateful that now it's captured and now it'll live forever on our Nuyorican Poets Cafe YouTube page and Loisaida page. You know, so thank you for that. You know, we are capturing history, and that is so special. Nuyorican instruction is happening, so yes. That's the magic word. You say Nuyorican instruction, bong! Everybody goes crazy. Ah! So, you know, we are under a major renovation, and that's why, you know, we are given these spaces to call home temporarily until 2026 when we reopen the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, and somehow we'll keep this village merged because we are all connected, and it's such a beautiful thing. Loisaida, you know, Lower East Side, New York City. This is a hub of artists, like artists for decades and beyond. You know, there's an energy here. You feel that? That shit is real. That shit is real. So anyway, let me not say too much. Let me just get into this because I became executive director, you know, when we reopened from the pandemic closure, right? We were closed for 2 years or whatever, and opened up the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, and that was crazy. That was just a crazy time, and I kind of have lost a little bit of focus as like La Bruja, like what I've done, like what I do, my artistry, because I was so focused in the Nuyorican Poets Cafe and making sure that, you know, we got to 50 years, we have our 50-year anniversary, and so that we can make sure to last another 50 years and beyond. That's right, that's the goal. And that people all over the world know that the Nuyorican Poets Cafe is the home for poetry and the poets, all of you. This is our home. But 15 years ago, I wrote this musical, and it was called Boogie Rican Boulevard. And it was about being Puerto Rican from the Boogie Down Bronx, because I'm a Nuyorican, but I'm from the Bronx, so that makes me, that's a subset of Nuyorican, is Boogie Rican. And so Boogie Rican Boulevard, it's a lot like bodega culture, right? There's a lot of bodegas. There is salsa. El Condado de la Salsa is the Bronx, you know, it's a deep connection. So Boogie Rican Boulevard was my script. This is the libretto, and I wanted to share some of Boogie Rican Boulevard with you today. Celebrating 15 years ago, I was at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater performing this as 7 characters, and I had 5 other players with me, including my daughter at the time, who was 9 years old, who plays the other character that I'm gonna read. But anyway, Boogie Rican Boulevard, and who knew 15 years ago where we would be today. So my daughter's character plays Papo. Hi, abuelo, where's my bendición? Bendición, que Dios te bendiga, que la Virgen te acompañe. Abuelo, when we are at the bodega, what you call me? Don Jose. That's right. And what I called you, Papo. That's right. Now, Papo, I want you to concentrate. I want you to sing home run. Okay? He puts her into position. Now, bend your knees, elbows up. Another baseball lesson? Pero of course, that's my favorite sport, béisbol. Abuelo, Don Jose, why do I have to play baseball? Porque sí. He throws the pitch. Papo misses. Papo, if you don't bend your knees, you're not gonna hit the ball. Don Jose, why do I have to say bendición all the time? So that God will bless you the same way he blessed me. Because, Papo, one day, if you do good, all of these will be yours. Papo makes a face. Huh? Why you look like that? What's the matter with you, huh? You are my boy, Papo. You have to take over the family business one day. It hasn't been easy for me, pero this is what I have after working hard all my life. I hate to break it to you, Don Jose, but I'm a girl, and I don't like baseball, and I don't want to own your bodega. He stops cleaning and faces Papo seriously. Listen, Papo, let me help you understand. You may be a little girl, but one day you have to wear the pants. Stay here. Come here. Stay here. Come here. You know, listen. Papo, you know I love Mama very much, right? Well, before I met Mama, my first love was baseball. I could hit a ball over the mountain. We was called los azucareros, and that means sugar puppies. We were so good looking. They sent us here to play. Here in New York City, I was going to play against Roberto Clemente. That was my dream. I arrived, I sang my hot sugar puppy number 1, and I stayed. And luckily, my friend's father's cousin, uncle's brother, owned a bodega right next to a Yankee Stadium, and he let me live there and work there. I own the bodega now. You mean this one? I spent my life in the bodega. I met my wife in that bodega. Mama? Oh, Mama. When I met Mama, she was buying habichuelas, plátanos, y bacalao. She looked so beautiful. I dropped a box of frutas all over the place. Like Eddie? She was so beautiful. I forgot about baseball. I wanted to use my batting balls for other things. Huh? I forget about that. Pero one day, she cooked for me and bring me lunch to the bodega, and that was it. Me enchulé. I wiped my mouth and asked her to marry me right after lunch. And before you could say the word baseball, bang! 3 girls. What's wrong with girls? Learn from Don Jose, okay? You listen. And then it goes into the Sugar Papi song. I never thought that I would go from baseball to sweeping floors. It's not how it used to be. Puerto Rico's not NYC. Hard times that made me be a mean old guy you sometimes see. But deep down I'm really sweet because I'm a sugar papi. Sugar papi. I'm a sugar papi. Sugar papi. I'm a sugar papi. In my hometown of Yabucoa, I was baseball's Rocky Balboa. I hit the ball over the mountain. mountain and no one else could stop them. My thing was los azucareros, no one else could do it better. I pitched the ball like hit home runs and Sugar Papi number one. Sugar Papi, I'm a Sugar Papi, and that means that you are going to be like Papi. My father said to me one day, you play like Clemente. I chased my dreams so far away and wound up in Ghetto Centel. Baseball dreams so innocent, all went down the toilet. I made 3 girls but wanted men, and then I really spoiled it. Sugar Papi, I'm a Sugar Papi, Sugar Papi. I'm a Sugar Papi, Sugar Papi. Help me out. I'm a Sugar Papi. And that means that you are going to be like Papi. Da 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 da. I'm a Sugar Papi. Da 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 da. I'm a Sugar Papi. Thank you. So, Papo, you're all I've got. The only one I can teach to be just like me. A Sugar Papi? Why you look like that? 'Cause you may be a Sugar Papi, but sometimes you're not that sweet. I'm just saying. What about Titi Maribella? Maribella, she needs to stay upstairs and out of trouble. And what about Titi Cuca? Pero what's the matter with you, eh? Who do you think you are? Barbara Walters? You writing a book or something? Yes. Then kiss my culito and make it a love story. Don Jose, Titi Maribella never gets into trouble, and Titi Cuca is gonna have a baby soon. Out of wedlock, con un rapero, que es no good. If I see him, who, Pito? He's kinda cool. Cool? Ask Cuca if she think he's cool. But you don't even talk to her anymore. I have nothing to say. The damage is done. She's not damaged. She's nice. And she loves to sing and write poems, and they're really good, too. I know. Who do you think she learned to write sweet poetry from? Mama? No! From Sugar Papi number 1. I'm a very sensitive man underneath all this muscle. She's sensitive, too. She needs hugs and love. Hugs and love? That's what got her into this trouble in the first place. Pero listen, I do want to help her feel better. I do have an idea. I don't really know if she'll like it. He reaches into his pocket. I have this, so she can pink paper for her to write poetry on. Thank you. All right. And may you all have pink paper to write poetry on. Let's show some love. Bring back our host, Solpreme. Hey, yeah, and you know what? You can follow me, La Bruja NYC, and the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. I'm going to be at the Dodge Poetry Fest at NJPAC, October 17, 18, 19. And on the 19th, I'm going to be with Rakim, MC Light, and Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, I know I got to brush off my bars and shit. What? And then I'm going to be in I Like It Like That, the musical, November 2nd at the Lehman Center. So big things, great things, keeping it going.
It don't stop. It never stops. All right. So we good on chills now. But Simone made the cut, so Simone's going to be on deck, you know, and then everyone... We're going to try to, like I said, get through as many as we can. So I might do a little something right after Simone, you know, but I got the first ticket in my hand, so I know. So on deck, we got Simone. Before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Chills making his way to the stage.
Wait till I see myself. I can't even talk to the people. Oh, I thought I couldn't talk to the people. I was like, oh, how y'all doing, everybody? Feel right, nice and intimate in here. Everybody got a good loving vibe. Shout out to La Bruja. She just killed that. Knew she looked familiar. Her energy was too strong when I walked past her. But I'm definitely in tune for her. Oh, I can see myself. There we go. I can see me. Y'all can see me? Y'all can hear me? All right, before we do this song, I feel like I'm about to drop this album called Virtue and Patience next month. You know, VIP. The song I'm about to do is called Time. Time is so precious, and I feel like this took me my whole life to get here mentally, you know what I'm saying? So it was things I was trying to fight, but we here, so I'm not going to keep talking. Let's give them the vibe. Don't stop. What you said, Soul? Shout out to Soul, too. I love my man. This is my brother right here. He always for the artists, for the people. I go by Chills. Since I came up to Nuyorican, but always feel like home. Chills. Unc said you ain't gotta struggle, put the game on easy. If I told him my vision, no, he probably wouldn't believe me. But the groundwork need me too. If it's so achievable, for though no one believe in you, but you know that ain't even true. Why you didn't give yourself a shot to pursue? Why you wasn't doing you? Caught up in life's webs, the undergrounds and the depths. We too potent, the blood spill, how we illustrate. Slowly but surely we still potent, so bring the stakes and raise them. Pour a glass of one's caged in. The days went, time go by, but where the pain went? So tired of seeing the same shit. I don't trust it just cause it look right. Keep dope up late night, that's the cook like Southpaw, so they ain't see the hook right. Yeah, I've been racing time, yeah, I've been racing time. No, I can't press rewind. Been racing time, racing time, racing time. Yeah, I've been racing time. No, I can't press rewind. Been racing time, racing time, racing time. No, I can't racing time. No, I can't press rewind. They got me professional down here. And no, I can't fast forward. I'm for it. I don't care what the floor is. I'm seeing growth like a florist. I plan to put up a story. Points and dare you to score it. I feel like a point forward. Focus on building a fortress. I know it's time that I float on the road at the park where the park is. Headed to her back, but of course you know I can't forget the aunties, uncles, and cousins that have 4 kids. Watch this music pay off for mortgages and more. A lot gonna happen, but blood is blood, and it is what it is, and it was what it was. Illest rapper I ever met was 20 locked up. Dude, 20 years, his head, his life was fucked up. Told me when I get home, start ripping mics up, and ever since then I've been living righteous. And spite the fact they don't like us, we try to hold on, but it's funny how we take flight, cause I've been racing time, yeah, I've been racing time. No, I can't press rewind. Been racing time, racing time, racing time. Yeah, I've been racing time. No, I can't press rewind. Been racing time, racing time, racing time. Yeah, I've been racing time. No, I can't press rewind. Been racing time, racing time. No, I've been racing time. Don't be wasting time. Baby, just wait in line. You know I've been racing time. No, I've been racing time. Racing time. Gotta be patient, racing. And that's out everywhere right now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can go pump that. You know what I'm saying? I go by Chills, CHILZ. Song called Time. Y'all can check me out. Like I said, album got a lot of hip hop, R&B, boom vibes. I was just a song. I'm vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Just to open up this feeling, to match the vibe that I got in here. Feel a little lovey-dovey in here. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to talk to you real quick, but get on with the night. I love you. I appreciate you.
That's my joint right there. Fun fact. Chills entered one of our live band open mic competitions and won the competition. Yeah, and became one of the featured artists for like the next one, you know, and that one was one of the tracks where I was like, yeah, that track right there, that's the one, bro. I definitely always feel like I can't waste no time. So I picked that first ticket. It is. So I'm on deck. I'm gonna do something, but then we're gonna get into that like little speed round. So right after me, it's going to be Ashley Michelle C again one more time. Do you have a son, little? You got a little son prepared? Oh, she came from Texas with 2. Okay, all right. And then yeah, so prepare yourself. Before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Simone making her way to the stage. She made it. She was like right there. She was like, "Can I?" I was like. This is the adjustment.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Simone. This is my first. I won't mess it up. Thank you. Okay. Take 2. My name's Simone. This is my first time here, but I want to get back into reading, so I have a little poem. This is called A Martyr's Will. When I die, do not open me up to the spectacle of white America. Don't you let them spoon me out. Don't you let them fill me with flies, make me a walking skeleton, a socket of eyes. Do not have me stirring conversation in my butcher's kitchen. Do not have me pressed into moments of silence, the idea of me collecting in mouths, getting ready to spit. Do not make me polite aversion in conference rooms, behind land acknowledgements, my corpse laid flat out between slides of cultural sensitivity trainings. Do not make me the burning car, the rubberneck subject, the how sad, the well just goes to show. Do not cautionary tale me. Do not have me striking fear in the hearts of would-be revolutionaries, new bludgeon of the pragmatic mob. Don't you replay my dying eyes for those already readying excuses, already washing their feet of the blood. Don't have them parading my corpse for pity and votes. Don't even let them speak my name without also offering this curse. Let me be the wind tracing dust back into their eyes. Let me be the burn on their corneas, the nail in the coffin that sends it all back to hell. That's it. Sorry. That's all I have for tonight, but thank you guys for listening.
All right. Y'all had a good night, huh? That's good right there. They can't see it. All right. Yeah, so y'all having a good time though, right? It was good. Like y'all like the pieces. There was a lot of new people here, so I appreciate all the new people sharing all that new stuff. You know, we have like a Pop the Cherry song. Like I had to check with HR first. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't want to just say it live. You know what I mean? We got to check HR first. It's 2024. Can't just be saying stuff nowadays. But Paul is laughing because this is my regular stalling tactic. Every time before I perform, I kind of stall up a little bit. So this song is about turning your pain into things that sound nice. You know, this past September, you know, it's been a crazy September. It's supposed to be my birthday month, and like it was supposed to be a bash. And then, you know, bad news came like a storm, you know, but I still celebrated my birthday. My peoples would not let me be down for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And as a Libra, I still got to turn up through the tears. So I'm in the club just drinking like, you know what I'm saying? So, but in all of that, like, it does make me think of this song because earlier today, I kind of posted on Instagram, like, I was looking online to try to find articles about like, you know, artists and grief and how does grief tie into like posting content and trying to support yourself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because like, how do you post when you're going through so much stuff? You know, how do you like, we have to market our pain, and it's kind of weird, but it's not, we've been doing it for ages. You know what I'm saying? But like, it just comes full circle. And basically this is what that song is about. And I'm sorry for stalling so long. You could just play it. I have to read it from my phone. This is never a song I could get through if I'm just like doing it myself. So I apologize like if I choke up a little bit or something. My fault, run it back. I'm gonna just do that once. Usually it's like 5 run backs, but just this one time. Did it already happen? Okay. I can't sing, so. This is what my pain sounds like. I hope it sounds nice. I hope it sounds nice. Symphony swirling in sadness. Melancholy is mashed up in madness. My anxiety's trumpeting. I'm not okay, I'm stuck in. Like they ride roller coasters, though they really scared of heights. Y'all love scary movies, though you won't sleep at night. You love rubbing that bruise, it hurts, it soothes. You like picking your scabs, don't lie. You love the pain, don't like the pain. Chase the fears, but hate the fear. Addicted to the lows. Oh, I don't know, that shit is weird. Luckily, I'm weird and I don't really care. So I serve them how they want, but I serve it how I want. So this is what my pain sounds like. This is what my pain sounds like. This is what my pain sounds like. I hope it sounds nice. I hope it sounds nice. Symphony swirling in sadness. Melancholy is mashed up in madness. My anxiety's trumpeting. I'm not okay, I'm stuck in. They don't care about my bars, only wanna hear my scars. Don't care how far I've come, only wanna see me stall. Don't wanna be a star, be a comet if I fall. Wouldn't care if I was ballin', only wanna see me ballin'. Forget getting even with my ops, they only care about my odds. Fuck my celebratory shots, they only care about the cops. They don't even wanna hear my own shots ring. They just wanna hear bang. Bang, you want it, I got it. I'm a connoisseur, tell me what you want me to hear. Is it my fear that I fail everyone that I really hold dear? Is my anger and myself, a waste of myself and my wealth? My anxiety is some idiot catch me lacking without peace. My mother will be ashamed of me if she heard what I've done to some enemies. Honestly, I think I'm okay, but I'm processing keen. Fathom how we lost King. But this is what my pain sounds like. This is what my pain sounds like. This is what my pain sounds like. I hope it sounds nice. I hope it sounds nice. Symphony swirling in sadness. Melancholy is mashed up in madness. My anxiety's trumpeting. I'm not okay, I'm stuck in place. Cause this is what my pain sounds like. This is what my pain sounds like. This is what my pain sounds like. I hope it sounds nice. I hope it sounds nice. Symphony swirling. I hope it sounds nice. I hope it sounds nice. These melancholies mashed up. I hope it sounds nice. I hope it sounds nice. Cause swirling and melancholies mashed up and my anxiety is trumpeting. I'm not okay, I'm stuck in place. That was it? Yeah. No, that was it. I think it looped. That's why I was like, what? But yes, you know, you gotta make it sound good. Like every time I see someone's TikTok, I'm like, are they going off screen? Like, ugh. You know, gotta get through the day. But it's just a song about like, you know, you gotta feel and you gotta put out what you feel. But what you put out, you gotta make it sound good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it has to be coordinated. You know, if you're going to cry, make it look nice. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, we're going to get into that second list. Again, this is our speed round. We might do 2, we might do 3, we might do 4. We'll see. But on deck, we have, this is Luciana Fisher. On deck, we got Luciana Fisher. Sorry about that. Everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Ashley Michelle C. making her way back to the stage to let us know what's up.
This feels easier now after doing one. Okay. I'm going to read some poems from my upcoming manuscript that hopefully becomes a book, Chicken Finger Fuck Poems. It's about the lovers and meals that I had in the past. And so it's kind of funny, kind of dark. I'm going to start with a funny one, and it's short. It's called Unsexed But Well-Fed. Monday, no kissing, Netflix and chicken. Tuesday, no petting, porn and popcorn. Wednesday, no rimming, I touch myself, sigh. Thursday, no pegging, cheeseburger and cry. Friday, no touching, tears and chicharron. Saturday, no fucking, poetry and chocorrol. Sunday, nothing, just the body of Christ covered in cajeta. And the next one's called, it's a silly poem. The next one is called A Maiden's Name, and this came from the New Testament that the Jehovah's Witness left at my door. I turned it into erasure poetry, and it's now the New Testament of the divorced woman. It's called A Maiden's Name. I loved and I loathed in desolation. We have ruined all territory in town. What's more, am I my fears, my name, my disgraced altar? Is it not bad? Is it not bad? I accept these things, the doors I will accept, the sun where it sets my name, my name, my name, the table of nourishment and offering. From the heart my name will send curses and blessings. From the heart I will toss manure, manure, my pact of life. My name, humiliated between his lips when they should hold wisdom. And this last one is called Michael's Song, about my ex named Michael. Okay. Window taco, chicken fried boo, sad Siggy morning mood, Fassbender Ginsburg, your letterpress, and the way our bodies pressed as we swordfish tromboned. A dress to wear to Chicago and blow glow in the wind. I remember how you held my ass and said, you'll fit right in. Break for sound collage, break for junk garage, wait to pay the parking meter on November 8, 2011. And jump in the lake and fuck in the park and watch the trains go by as ashes fall to our feet. Back to Route 66 where we got our kicks while we found peace amongst the resting dead and spoke poetic as the north wind blew the grass to the south, smoke softly slipping from our hot southern mouths, nothing fancy, just a couple of biscuits covered in gravy. You wanted to hold my hand and call me pretty. I wanted to give you head and go back to the Windy City. Hot dog beer, cocktail rye, the way you sucked my nipples made me want to cry. Thank you. And once again, I am Scum Poet, scum.poet.
Yes, yes, keeping it in motion. Let's see who we got next.
You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine car.
11. Lucy Thorne? Lucy Thorne? Oh, you're the birthday girl. Oh, yeah, you literally. Power of the raffle. Ticket number 11. Wait. No, you're on deck. That means you're coming up next. After the next person. Sorry. You weren't here when I explained that. You're totally excused. That was my bad. So before that, everyone put your hands together. Make some noise for Luciana Fisher making her way back to the stage.
This is something new that I have never read before. And it's unfinished, but I wanted to test it out and see how you guys like it and see. And then I have one that is finished that I'll read after it. Have you watched any talent shows on TV? Voice, Idol, Got Talent. Have you seen it? I love it, how palpable the moment is when new talent is discovered, the goosebumps we get. I love watching people plunge headfirst into their dreams, no harness, no safety net, just believed in their talent. I can't help but admire them, how wonderful it must be to be that brave and that free. Sorry, I'm only human. Jealousy, even if just a little bit, lives in me. Sometimes as I watch, I wonder, why not me? You see, I have a secret I've kept under lock and key, ashamed of it, no, really, ashamed of me. A skeleton lurking in my closet, afraid that someone would find out and judge me. I have wandered this world, half fool, half me, half free, carrying the weight of all that I could be, and still I wonder, why not me? Why wasn't I too born with the gift of being free? Why wasn't I allowed to aspire, to inspire, to heal mine and others' pain through the mastery of my pen and still gracefully entertain? In the pursuit of this endeavor, I've tried everything. I half danced, half sing, half acted, half wrote, half lived, and always wondered, why not me? But it's the writing. It's the writing, though, that lives in that restless part of me. That half I've always feared and yet loved deeply, and kept it shrouded in secrecy, locked away, afraid to let it breathe. So I've kept this secret hidden, always wondering, why not me? So what if they find out? What do I really have got to lose? That they will call me a vagabond, someone who'll never amount to anything? Here I go again, letting the insecurity just run wild and free. Like the artist who never lets the brush meet the canvas, choosing to die with their potential, afraid of failure, afraid of being seen, afraid of being less than what they dreamed. A secret so small, yet so heavy, it can no longer stay caged, screaming to pour out of me like gasoline igniting flame, burning down not just the closet, but the whole house of silence, fear, and shame. So here it is, no more secrecy. The cat is out of the bag. My mistress is Miss Creativity, the one I've concealed, imprisoned, locked away, but now I'm letting her out. And for her, I am coming out, heart and soul, bearing arms, come at me what may, I am ready, locked and loaded. I bring my arsenal, but instead of bullets, I carry hope, dreams, my words, and poetry. So get ready, because, I risk nothing. The armory of my imagination is never empty. I risk nothing, but I have nothing to lose, yet I bet everything on my authenticity. So get ready, because here it is. I'm coming out for the world to hear, and I'm speaking loudly, as proud as I can be. But wait, let me enunciate the words clearly so that even the people in the back can hear me. I am a writer, I am a poet, and a daydreamer, a dream catcher, an ancestral wanderer, now finally roaming free but not alone. I carry within me the strength of 1,000 women. I am a force to be reckoned with, believing me, because I have found my passion, I have found my purpose, and I will no longer half dance, half sing, half live. I won't do half anything. I am finally whole. I am my own idol. I have got my talent, and I found my voice. I'm plunging in head first into my dream. No harness, no safety net. I'll dive right in, and next time you turn on the TV, just hold tight, because you just might see me. After all, why not me? This is Memories of an Inner Child. I have lived in many houses, but never at a home. The plastic bag in which I kept my belongings always faithfully aided me getting here and there while facing the unknown. How does it feel like to have a home? I grew up around people, but I was always left alone. How does it feel like to never be alone? Night after night, my tiny hands would clutch the cold metal bars on the windows, hoping the wind will carry my cries, "Mom, please come home!" How does it feel to have a mom? Looking out the window, I would see people going by. I could not help but wonder which father could be mine. What is it like having a father of your own? Do you know what it's like for a child to navigate this world alone? I named objects and assigned them life, and in my head, I made them my family in disguise. You know what it's like having a new real one to hold you tight? I made my plate with leftovers from others when they were gone. As my feet bled, crushed down by the hand-down, worn-out shoes, no one seemed to want to notice that I had grown. I slept on the floor because I didn't have a bed of my own. What does it feel like to be tucked in after story time? I never had a birthday party, a cake, or a gift to call mine. Someone please describe the feeling of a child blowing candles and making wishes while others celebrate their life. I played barefoot with other kids until dark, and I always hoped to be invited in when their parents called them from the park. So for a moment, I could pretend I lived there too, and witness what it's like to have dinner, not a slice, and sit at a table with a mom, a dad, and a sibling who's still alive. Do you know what it's like for a child to navigate this world alone? Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. We shall play pretend this never-ending game again tomorrow. But it's time I went back to the house that will never be a home.
LB Fisher on Instagram, you know, just to reiterate that. All right. All right. So this is number 8. That's gonna be Jimmy Conway. So Jimmy Conway, you're on deck. All right, everyone, put your hands together. Make some noise for Lucy Thorne making her way back to the stage. It's her birthday. She's here.
So fun. You guys are like so nice. It's like such a lovely birthday experience. It's great. Cool. I'm gonna do this poem. It's called Waiting. All the strands are gathered inside. The illusions, the hopes, the dreams, the confusions, collected before they are tied. Then the twisting, aching, pulling, resisting. The ropes are forming within. The patterns, repetitions, complications, passions, where do they all begin? The ropes are forming knots, tightening, twinging, clenching, frightening, tangle of twining thought. Rough strands yank on metal, the secure, the solid, the grounded, the assured. The rope's grip is settled. The force is in the deep, strengthening, tugging, straining, surrendering. Intention, strength is wreaked. The rope grips the anchor, found, wrapped, taut, bound. The pulling is the answer. And I just was going to say as well, I'm actually putting some paintings in a pop-up exhibition, which is like Friday night and Saturday. I forgot to talk about this earlier. The venue is called Church of the City in Hell's Kitchen. I don't know, or it's near Hell's Kitchen. I don't know if anyone knows it. But it's just there for Friday night and Saturday. I think Friday night is more of like a salon thing, so there will be some poetry there as well. But I have some paintings in. If anyone's free and fancies, drop in on a Saturday. So thanks, everyone.
Nice. You know, you could technically do one of those like one of those TikToks like fly with me across seas to go straight to an open mic, to happen to be straight performing as soon as I walk through the door, to happen to go twice. Again, you know, they wouldn't believe it, but us here, like if we find your profile, like we could vouch, like we could defend you in the comments. Like, don't worry, we got you. Like if anyone's like that's fake, we could be like, no, we were there. Ashley from Texas was there. We were there. Chills was here. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was here, you know? But all right, so Control has told me that's after Jimmy Conway, that's it for the night. So Jimmy Conway's gonna close us out. You know, so Jimmy, you gotta make it right. My guy, everyone make some noise for Jimmy Conway making his way to the stage.
We gotta work on that. I feel like between two ferns with Zach Galifianakis with this thing over here. I guess cops really are bad. Or at least she was. She was 112 precinct. She was packing the heat. She was bursting the seams of even permanent press. Her ponytail, my manhood rose to acknowledge, impressed. It's probably hereditary, her condition. You know, the blue blood, with a name as freckly and a name as lucky as O'Rourke. She said, oh, you're tatted. That's called commitment, baby, and I put Rubendal on the psilocybin. She kept me quenched and thirsty, tucked me into the back of her squad car, crate trained me good and overnight. I let her itemize all my items without even a peaceful protest. Now that's unlike me. And I think about her now and then. And then and now and then again. It's been 6 months. I done stayed out of trouble. My records expunged. I started undergrad, yo. The judge would be proud. But to tell you the truth, I would rather play cops and robbers, one-on-one. Really, I want to play Operation, then House. Music, do I really gotta get arrested to see New York's finest again? Man. I mean, it is cuffing season. And I already know how tight she grips. Poem. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Mr. Conaway himself. You know what I'm saying? We go way back. He's one of the OGs too. Always good to see him. I said the same thing. I'll never forget, like, he came in a suit one day, and then the next day he came in just these trousers, and I was like, yo, you tatted. He's like, I'm like, all right, bro, I see you. All right, but make some noise for yourselves. We did it. We made it. Keep making that noise for the artists, for the Lower East Side Center, Nuyorican Poets Cafe. You know, it's always an experience. We are going to be here every second and last Wednesday. First, second, fourth Wednesdays of the month. Okay, so we get 3. Oh, okay, this is news to me. Look, guys, it's a surprise for me as well. We get 3 a month. So we are I'm right? All right, sorry. Okay, yep, I got it right. You know what I'm saying? Again, they are doing something this Sunday. Can someone pass me a flyer, please, so I could just say it correctly? I just want to tell y'all one last time, because, you know, we got to put on for the Lower East Side Center. This is a community space. If you have ideas, come. You know what I'm saying? They are hugely involved with the Lower East Side community. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be the Hispanic Heritage Festival, the 13th from 12 to 5 on 10th and Avenue D. Make sure you're there. Pop out. See what's up. If you're in the neighborhood, stop by. You know, they're doing a lot of cool things. You know, I believe they were working on something with the water in the city, correct? They're doing scientific things here, guys. It's not just us, you know, hydroponics. Like, they literally do a whole bunch of things that I can't even get into. It's been a while since I've been here. But definitely try to be active. Follow them. Follow the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. You know, and get home safe. Get home safe. Keep making that art. Keep surviving, keep thriving. Forget surviving, keep living, you know? We gotta live our lives, you know? No more surviving for us. Let's just get out there. I don't wanna say just do it because Nike don't pay me enough, but let's get out there and live our lives. You know what I'm saying? Have a good night, everyone.